Welcome to the Configuration Advisory Board tutorial series for the Association Management System Database, or AMS. Today we're going to talk about federation reports and look at what kind of information is being asked for and how that information takes shape in the report. To begin with, we're going to start with some of the standard functions that are available in almost all of the reports. One of these is the little caret. That's this little icon that's on the right of a text bar. When you see the caret, it generally provides you with some kind of a drop-down menu that you can select from. Another function is if there are multiple pages. You can see if you have multiple pages in a report from this particular bar. You'll see that the first page will show up here, and then there will be of and some number with a question mark. That means that there is more than one page to this report. Now, you can always use this little right-facing caret to page through the reports, but if you have a lot of chapters in your federation and each chapter gets its own page, you may be in for a very arduous task. So you can select the little right-facing carrot and stick, and that will take you to the last page of your report. In this case, we have 4 pages total. This is the 4th page of 4 pages. Now you have the option to page through. Again, you want to be careful if you have a lot of chapters in your federation. Or you can go back to the very beginning with the left-facing carrot and stick icon. My personal preference is to use the 3.5-inch floppy disk save icon, which allows me to download and save or print using Word, Word 2003, Excel, Excel 2003, or PDF, Adobe PDF. Whenever you see the print or download as PDF, what you are getting is actually a PDF document, which you can either save or print. Another handy function, which you will find in many reports, is a little calendar application. This is the little icon that's on the right of a box that asks you for a date range. And if you select the little icon, it will give you a calendar that defaults to today's date. At the top of the calendar, you may see a left-facing caret, which will allow you to go back in time, or a right-facing caret, which will allow you to move forward in time. Then, of course, if you want to actually see the results of your inquiry, you need to select View Report. Now we're going to look at Federation Reports. That is the last button on the main Federation dashboard menu. And it will provide you with a list of all of the reports that are available for you to view. The first report is the M110. This is a membership summary report. It requires that you select a chapter or chapters for your result. So once again, you're going to select the little icon, little caret icon on the right side. And it will give you the drop-down menu where you will select the chapter or chapters. You can select all if you want, or just 1 or 2 or 3, how many you are looking to look at. That will come in and in this way and give you an indication that you have additional pages besides the first page. Don't forget to select View Report. And this is what one of the pages will look like. In my federation, there are 16 chapters. Each chapter will have its own page, so you would have to page through 16 times. As I said, my preference is to download using the 3.5-inch floppy disk icon and download it into an Excel spreadsheet, which then provides you with each chapter on a separate tab in an Excel workbook. The next report is the M110S. This is a summary report. And once again, it asks you for a chapter or chapters, view report. And this is what the summary looks like. It doesn't give you any of the tail that the M110 gives you. It summarizes all of the information that is on the M110 for the Federation. On the top, you will see the chapter membership with the totals for the Federation at the bottom. And on the bottom, you have the new member incentive program information. There is also a little section here that gives you the abbreviations that are used in this report. The next report is the M102. This is the 10% fund report. This report asks you for a date range from and to, and then your state. So you select the little calendar icon in this box, and the calendar icon here. Select the dates that you want to look at. AMS has been functioning since June 1st, 2019, so you can pull information all the way back to that point. There is no information prior to June 1st, 2019. That information is in the legacy database, the ORM, and you will have to contact NARF headquarters in order to retrieve that information. I input a date range and I selected my state and view report. This is what the summary report looks like. The top section is for the chapter members. The middle section consists of national only members. And the bottom section is an encapsulation of dues withholding for both the chapter at the top and national only at the bottom. The next report is the M260. In order to pull this report, you will need to insert, again, a date range using the little calendar function in each of these boxes. Then you want to select View Report. That report looks something like this, with the recruited person at the top, their join date, and the information on the recruiter directly underneath. The next report is the M112, which is the chapter activity report. You generally fill out the date range that you are interested in pulling. And once again, each chapter will have its own page or series, in this case, series of pages, depending on how wide a date range you use. At the end of each chapter M112, there is a chapter summary report. At the very end of the report, for all of your chapters, the last chapter will have its summary report, and below that there will be a summary report that consists of information for all of the chapters. There's also a section that tells you what the abbreviations are that are used in the report. Below the reports, we have the label functions. They are called reports, but they're actually just functions for pulling labels, either for all of your chapter officers in the Federation, for all of your Federation officers, or for all of the chapter members in your Federation. It does not include a selection to pull labels for national-only members. And this is what the form looks like for the chapter officer's label. The information is pretty much the same for each of them, although the reports look somewhat different as you go through them. The one that I find most important for my Federation is the chapter members label report. You can sort these by name or by zip code, by first name, by email, by congressional district. Unfortunately, at this point in time, you cannot select members who only have no email address. In other words, when you pull this report, no matter which one of these you use, you will get all of the members in your chapter or federation. You cannot filter for people who do not have an email address. This is being worked by NARF headquarters and the vendor. We're hoping for a fix in the very near future, but we'll see. This concludes the tutorial on the Federation reports and how they look, what they ask for. If you have any questions or comments regarding this tutorial or problems with the NARF database, we ask you to direct your comment or question to your regional CAB representative. We hope that you found this tutorial useful, and we'll see you next time.